Hey homies, welcome back. Today is Christmas card day. We're going to create our August 2025 Christmas card. We're going to use this Falalala from Fawn. A wreath die set from Brutus Monroe. This was from 2023. We've got some bows from Hobby Lobby and some cardstock. Let's get die cutting. Now, I really love this set from Brutus Monroe. And you know, this wreath, it doesn't have to be a Christmas wreath. You could add different foliage and stuff to it. And use it for other times of the year. And it does come with a bow, but I want to use one of those little fabric bows instead. So we've got our base piece of our wreath here. And I'm going to do this in some dark green. And then the top detail layer I'm going to do with glitter. There we go. Those should cut out pretty nice. And I'm going to do 4 of these, and I'll be back to show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, I've got all my die cut pieces. One of my wreaths, when I cut them, I did it backwards, but that's okay. We're going to use it. I've got a Falalala, but I may cut it in a different color. Because I pulled these pieces of paper out to use for my background. They're from this staff from Brutus Monroe from last year, I think last year, at Christmas time. So I've got my wreaths, I've got little pieces for inside the card, because you know I feel no naked insides. What I did was I took the centers that popped out of these and used those to cut them. And then some reds for little ornaments. So let's start gluing these together. And these are super simple. I'm just going to do one. And I'm going to do 4 cards since I have all this stuff out because, you know, why not? So you can put this any way you like. It doesn't really have a specific way it lines up or anything. And there's Sam grumbling and groaning. Because that's what you do when you're old. Okay, so yep, so we're just going to put that right on top of there. And I'm just going to glue around that center line so these can pop up a little bit. I don't particularly worry about how this lines up. I know some people do. If you want it to line up perfectly, that's fine. I don't mind that it's a little wonky. And then we've got some ornaments. I did some plain red and some glitter red, so we're just gonna add a few here and there. I have some trendy stamps. These are cave crystals and my favorite seashore. I need to get some more of these because I'm gonna be out soon. And I love that they come in these little containers, so I don't have to try and find another container to put them in. Makes them awesome. And then we'll add a couple of the crystals. I think I'm going to add another red one there, maybe a crystal one there. Using the jewel picker for this stuff makes it so much easier. We're going to just put that right there. And there we have a little wreath. How cute is that? All right, I recut my Falalalas out of white glitter. I'm going to hold on to this one for later because I love this color. Doodlebug glitter. So I did white glitter, and we're going to put these cards together. Well, we're going to put a card together. I'm going to make 4 in total. So this is my background paper. Got my card base here. And I think I'm going to use a die to cut these just so that I can get it exactly where I want it and not have to think about it too much because, you know, stroke brain and all. So let me get a waffle flower die out. I think I might want to see a little bit of white. So maybe I'll use this one just so I can get a little bit of a white edge there. And then I can decide where I would like my wreath to be on. See, look how pretty. Oh, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good. Get some mint tape. This is just beautiful paper. And I don't really do a whole lot of like traditional type Christmas cards anymore because I live in Florida and I like tropical Christmas trees and stuff. However, I have a whole lot of this paper and I might have to do some traditional ones this year, maybe to send up north just because it's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to cut 4 of these out. I might position them all a little differently, but 4 of them, and I'll be back. There we go. Aren't they pretty? Ugh, just love it. Now this is going to be a fully die cut card. No inking, no stamping, nothing. So we're just going to put this on like this. Add our wreath. I think we're going to pop our wreath up. And then our Falalala, very delicate, is going to go across the front of the wreath. And I think I'm going to glue that on there first and then let that sit for a minute while we glue this together and get some foam on the back of our wreath. So put some glue on the back of the F. Okay. Then we'll turn it over. All right, so there we've got our wreath. Isn't that cute? Ah. Now I did think about edging this paper, but I'm not going to. And look at the back, you guys. Ugh. Stop it. I don't know if Chris Brown designs these by himself or if he has help, but man, he really does great in the paper department. And a lot of them are so pretty, I can't even bring myself to use them because I don't want to cut them up. Beautiful. Okay. We're just going to center-ish this on here. Yeah, see, I think I'm happy with having some of that white showing. And then this, we'll snip off the ends once it's on because it won't go in an envelope like that. But let's get some foam out, and I'm going to use some fun foam. Sam is having a very rumbly day today. I believe he's almost 16. We took a short vacation last week, just a 2-night Margaritaville cruise, which was a lot of fun. I fully expected it to be a drunken free-for-all booze cruise, and it wasn't. It was really fun, and we met. I met some people. Very first day, I met a group of 10. Buddies right off the bat. Every time I saw them on the ship, they're like, "Hey, hi, how you doing?" We only had one stop because it was a short one. We stopped in Freeport. Grand Bahama, and we bought a excursion on a resort on the island. And I will tell you what, we had a great time. Resort right on the beach. Of course, beautiful white sand beaches, right? So the sand's not hot. Spent some time at the beach. Spent some time at the pool. Got some lunch. The food was fantastic. I was shocked. And, went back on the boat. We had a great time. Okay, so I've got my foam on. We're going to center-ish this. I'm going to use some, of course, put our wreath right there. Hopefully relatively centered. Push it down for a few seconds. Get it to grab. They will not go in the envelope like that. So we're going to snip right at the edge of the card. Lawn Fawn makes a lot of these skinny sentiments that are long. They're really cute. I like all of them. Okay, so that's the outside, and then we'll work on the inside. And for the inside, I have the little branch pieces that I cut. And to keep this a die cut card with no stamping, we're going to use sentiment strips. Now these are from scrapbook.com. I think I bought them last year. Christmas joy, joy to the world. Wishing you all the holiday joy. And then we've got some greens here. A little glittery one. Okay. Where's my bear glue? I like that. And you could use whatever adhesive you like. I just am partial to the bear glue. Straightish, hopefully. And I'll add this one. There we go. As you know, no naked insides. Alrighty, friends, here's today's finished card project. Look how cute that turned out. Falalala. Very Merry Christmas blessings. I made 4 all together. All pretty much the same, but you know, I'm not a Xerox machine, so slightly different. But I love the way they turned out. We use this Falalala from Fawn. I just got this in my hot little hands a week or 2 ago. We've got the Brutus Monroe Magnificent Wreath from 2023. I'll see if it's on the website still. If it is, I'll link it. If not, I'll, of course, find some alternatives. Sentiment strips from scrapbook.com. This beautiful paper from Brutus Monroe. Ugh. Gosh, I love it. We use some Trinity Stamps embellishments, which I need to order some more of my seashore because I got like literally 5 left in there. And this beautiful cave crystals. And then I had a few of the little things left over, so I will stash them away for more Christmas cards, along with the green Falalala that I first cut and I didn't like the color for. I think the white looks a lot better on here. I hope you like this card, and this will be really easy to mass produce because there's no stamping, there's no inking. It's literally cut, glue, cut, glue. And use up your scraps, you know. You could even turn this into a fall wreath with fall colors, add a little other embellishments. Y'all have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and start on those Christmas cards. Bye-bye.